All right, it's officially April and I'm declaring it barbecue season for those of you who don't cook all year long. And today I have an awesome recipe for some fantastic beer brats. I'm Darren with Ash Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Look, I've spent entirely too much time researching beer brats over the past couple days, and it seems like the state of Wisconsin is heavily divided on the proper way to do these. Some people brown them, then into the beer bath. Some people beer bath, then brown them. They simmer them. They don't boil. Simmer, low simmer, not a boil. Really heavily emphasized on that on the Reddit pages. And so I called my buddy Mad Horse Barbecue, who is from Wisconsin, and he said he's done it both ways, but traditionally he's always done it where you brown them and then put them in the beer bath, also known as the brat tub. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Wisconsinites, if you disagree with this and you have another way of doing this, please comment down below and let me know. I'm happy to make a redemption video and test your theory. But enough talking. I'm going to show you how to prep these up. They're very simple, very delicious. Let's get into it right now. All right, so as you can see here, I have 5 bratwursts here. These are just store-bought. They're not homemade or anything like that. If you want to see a video on how to make homemade brats, let me know. I'd be happy to do that because I love making sausage. I have 1 onion I diced up pretty thinly here. I have 6 cloves of garlic. Not sure if that's traditional, but I always throw garlic in there because garlic's delicious. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a half pan, and I have about half a stick of butter in there. It's actually a little less. I just wasn't cutting into a new stick for this recipe. So I'm going to throw my onions in there and my garlic. All right, so now that we have that all in there, look, the butter's optional, but people from Wisconsin are oddly obsessed with butter, so I'm rolling with it because I did read that butter is an essential in here. And now we're just gonna add 3 cans of beer. I also have a bottle of beer I'm gonna add to this because I only had 2 cans in a bottle. People from Wisconsin also say you're supposed to use a cheap beer. I've seen some people say they use Guinness, but a lot of people saying PBR, stuff like that. All I have is Miller Lite. I'm not buying special cheap beer for beer brats. So I know I'm striking out right now, but just bear with me. So I'm going to add the beer to this pan, and I didn't take these out of the fridge, so they are cold. So these are going to go on at the same time as our brats, while our brats get some color. All right, so why we use 3 cans of beer is because we want full submerge on these brats. Another thing I read that was very important, you have to fully submerge your brats. Now, the argument for not simmering these or boiling them first is because it leaches all the fat out, which I totally can understand. So the history on this, from what I've read, is this started at Lambeau. They would either fry or grill the brats over charcoal, and then they would throw it in this warm beer mixture on the grill to keep warm, and that was the brat tub that was born. So again, this is just based off my research. If you know the exact history behind this, please comment down below. So now that we have our brat tub ready to go, we have our brats ready to go, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic to this, just because a little extra flavor never hurt anyone. So that is what we're going with here. All right, so at this point, we're gonna get this out to the Z-Grill 700D3. I have it fired up at 300 degrees, and all we're gonna do is just get some nice color on these brats. We're just gonna grill them off so they get a little bit of color. Then they're gonna go into the brat tub where they're just gonna soak for half hour, however long you want. You just wanna make sure you don't have this boiling. It's just a light simmer at most, and it's gonna be fantastic. I can tell you I made them this way earlier this week, and that butter in there does add a nice richness to the onions, and I do like the onions on my brat after the fact. Gets a lot of nice beer flavor on there. So that's what we're going with today. Let's get out to the Z-Grill 700D3 and get these on, and hopefully people from Wisconsin don't hate me. All right, we're out here at the Z-Grill 700D3, and I just wanna take a moment to thank Z-Grills for sponsoring today's video. Again, we're just really showing off the versatility of these Z-Grills. We can grill off some brats on here, get a nice simmer on our brat tub, and we can also cook low and slow, hot and fast, low and slow. It does it all. So if you want to check out Z-Grills or the 700D3 or any of the other models that they have, click that link in the description. Feel free to check them out. And thank you to Z-Grills for sponsoring today's video. Let's get our brats on the cooker right now. All right, so all we're gonna do here is we're just gonna get our brat tub on right here, just so that beer can start warming up. And in the meantime, our brats are going on, and we're just looking to get a little color here. They'll finish cooking if they're not cooked completely while they simmer in there. And these are gonna be so good. We're gonna get a little smoke flavor on here for some cherry wood pellets. All right, so at this point, I'm just gonna let these get a little color. I'll bring you back when it's time to flip them, let you know how long it's been, and show you what they're looking like. See you then. All right, so it has been 10 minutes. I just gave these brats a flip. We still got to get some nice color on here. I'm just going to keep flipping these every 10 minutes or so, and I'll let you know how long it has been before we get them in the brat tub. Biggest thing here is we don't want the casings to burst. We don't want that rendered fat coming out. We want them to stay nice and juicy, especially when they go in this brat tub. So after we get some color, I'll let you know how long it's been and bring you back when it's time to get them in the brat tub. See you then. All right, so it has been about 17 minutes or so, just been flipping them back and forth. You can see we starting to get some really nice color on there. At this point, I'm gonna get these brats into the brat tub. And like I said, the ideal here is fully submerged. Just like so. And honestly, probably could have added one more beer, but we got the onions down here and stuff, so once we shake those around, they should be perfectly submerged right there. I'm gonna get them to the center of the grill right here, and we're just gonna let them sit there for probably 45 minutes to an hour. At this point, you can just keep them in there as long as you want. Keeps them nice and warm. The biggest thing is like I said, you don't want this to come up to a boil. A light simmer is okay, but boiling can actually crack these cases, and then you're gonna lose all the nice moisture you just rendered down. So I'm gonna let these go a half hour, 45 minutes, and we'll come back and check on them. See you then. All right, so it has actually been about an hour and a half. I've been letting these sit here and simmer. You can see they're not fully submerged. I did raise them up a little bit and took a few pictures for potential thumbnails. It's also why it's not simmering right now, is because I had this open for a little bit, but it was just a really light simmer in there. You can kind of see it popping and bubbling there a little bit, but these are done right now. I'm gonna bring them inside, let them cool for just a few minutes, and then we will build what I like for a brat, and we'll see you then. All right, so we've let our beer brats cool for just a little bit. You can see they're looking really good in this brat tub. Now I'm gonna show you how I like to build these beer brats. Just gonna take a nice brat bun here, grab one of these brats and get it on there. Then I'm gonna take some of these onions that I've cooked down in this beer and the butter and the seasoning and the garlic and everything else and throwing them on there. And I like not shaking all the beer off of these, because then it kind of gets some of the beer and all the flavor on the bun, kind of soaks it up. It's kind of like a hot Italian extra wet there. I'm gonna take some of this Coop's horseradish mustard. You can use whatever mustard you like. I just prefer the Coop's horseradish. We're just gonna dress up that beer brat just like so. And you can see right there, that is a nice looking beer brat if I've ever seen one. I can't wait to try it. Let's jump out and let's do the taste test. All right, here we go. It is the moment of truth. We're gonna try our beer brats and see how we did. Cheers. So good. Really nice richness from those onions with the beer and the butter on there. Nice smoky flavor from smoking those brats ahead of time and getting some color on them. And the number one reason I like doing it this way is because you still get the snap of that casing on there, which everyone loves with the brat, a nice snappy brat when you bite into it, and just ton of the rendered fat in there. I know you probably can't see it on camera, but it is absolutely perfect. This is a great brat. I'm going in for another bite. All right, this is a fantastic way to make a brat, and I highly recommend giving it a try. Whether you simmer them first and then brown them, or brown them first and then simmer them, it's completely up to you. Either way, the end result is a fantastic beer brat. I'm gonna finish up this brat. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.